Whoa, welcome back to the backstage studio session with Presetter Teens and Youth. It's been an amazing time with Dr. And he ministered in the morning. We had him in studio, and it was really nice having him around. He spoke a lot. We got a lot from him, and then during the program, he said a lot. He ministered in songs, in word, and in prayer. I tell you, like we have been saying, if you are not in this place, you are missing out a lot, and we hope to see you in the next one. And make sure that you go back and watch the live programs of this particular edition. So we are back again at the studio, and like I said, my name is Praise Aries, but you can call me Praise King, and I'm here with two amazing leaders of the committee. I'm here with the president himself, the amazing president himself, and his name is Spec. And though we'll get to hear him speak very soon, and then we have the admin of the committee, in person of Angel. He's glad having you guys around.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the afternoon session.
Thank you.
How are you guys feeling like?
Well, feeling very good. I can't complain.
You can't complain. How are you feeling?
I'm very okay, thank you.
You're very okay. Has anybody ever told you that you guys look alike?
Well, I think someone has mentioned it, but probably I didn't pay much attention.
You actually kind of look alike.
Oh,
so yeah, for this session, we are going to be talking about the team itself, going for gold, and we are also going to be talking about your experiences, like, you understand, how it has been leading this particular committee, because I know it's not an easy feat. Do this thing over and over. Don't worry, take your flowers. Take your own flowers. You guys, it's a really like work, like doing it before the program, during the program, and after the program. There's still a lot of planning to do, a lot of feedback to be given, and stuff like that. So for you now, for instance, the team of the, not for instance, the team of this program is going for good, and you are the president of the planning committee. So now, I can basically say that you are the symbol of good for everybody. You understand? Like, apart from the convener and her husband, you are literally like the next person everybody looks up to. So now I want to ask that, how is that experience like for you, being that symbol that everybody actually like look up to? How is it like for you?
Well, you see, as much as leadership, or will I say position, title, people like fight over it. Right from very young age, I've never had to struggle for place of leadership, but it's not always as it seems. It looks glamorous on the outside because people see you maybe exercising power or telling them to do this, telling them to do that, and you feel like people are listening to your voice, or maybe you have followers under you, and these guys would obey you, would listen to your instructions. When you tell them to do this, they do it. When you need help with anything, they help you with it. It all looks glamorous on the outside, but very few people know what happens in the back end. To be very honest, planning camp every season takes a whole lot, not just for me, but for my committee members at large. And one of the things that I believe has really helped us is there is unity amongst us. Without them, I can barely do anything on my own, right? But with them, I've been able to, reduce the workload on myself. At the same time, help us to achieve much things faster and easier. So I would say that as much as it is stressful, having a team that works with me, united, has really helped me build that confidence and helps us achieve things faster.
So you are trying to say the spirit of friendship now is the goal. The power of friendship.
Well, you can say that, but I would say it goes beyond friendship. Most of the people in the planning committee, I don't refer to most of them as friends again. Most of them have become family. That's just how close we are. Because in the camp at large, we are, of course, PTYC is a family. Right? But in the community, we have a family within a family. Right? So it's just like
family apart from the family.
Apart from the family. It's just like, hey, it's like you have an extended family, and then you have a nuclear family within that. So that's just how. So as PTYC is the extended family, we have the committee as a nuclear family.
Wow, that's really articulated. I wish I could clap for you, but I'm not going to clap. Anyway. So yeah, for you, our admin, you are the paper box. Let me put it that way. It's the brain box. It thinks. They are the paper box. You're right. So that means I was articulating everything letter for letter, doing like for you. you have to like write down everything they say. You have to like probably not write down literally, but you have to like account for everything they say. This person said this, you have to know that down. The stupid ideas, the good ideas, you just have to account for everything because I've worked with people too, and people can tell you, oh, I said this and you forgot what I said, and by the time they hold that against you, you might have a good reason to do that, but when they put you on that spot, so I was articulating. I feel like you now balance everybody's emotions, you balance everybody's ideas and everything. So I was putting that into one use as it like being for you. The fact that everybody's thinking about every random idea. I know there's some ideas that will make sense. I'm sorry I'm talking too much. But there's some ideas that will like make sense. But just because it's in that raw form, just like good, like they've always been saying, just because it's in that raw form, it's not like making sense. So how do you refine that and not still make them feel like you are tweaking their idea?
Okay, so actually I've never done something like that before, and pace setter things and youth camp, especially the planning committee, has paved way for me like this. So me documenting, doing all of that, I've never done it before. But when I joined the planning committee and I was asked to take the minutes of the meeting, I was like, how will I do it? I've never done something like this before. How will I write? What am I supposed to write? The English gone, me that I'm always very, very shy. Like, even if I'm in front of people, I'll just start to be saying another thing. I'll be like, I'm saying nonsense already. But then when I was able to jot it down, taking the points, even though a lot of people were talking, adding points and all of that, I was able to just like do a rough work of it. And then when we finished the meeting, I sat down, I was like, Angel, you can do this. Even though you have never done something like this before, you can do this. So I sat down, I thought of it, I was like, okay, I can add one or two things, I can add this, I can add that, and all of that. And I've been getting used to it, and it's actually helping me. It's increasing my knowledge, it's increasing my understanding. I'm able to like, okay, stand on my feet that I can do this. Anywhere I am, I can be called to do this, and I'll be able to deliver.
And that means you are saying that it's, the way I want to say it, it might come out wrong. If you don't let me say it that way, so let's just leave it that way. I think I get the message. And for you, how did you find yourself in this position? Like, in her story now, she said, he has been planning it, he has been like the president right from season 1. When did you become the
Actually, no, I haven't been president from season 1. Okay, so this is the 8th edition of PTYC. The planning committee was introduced in 6.0. From 1.0 to 5.0, we had volunteers, adult volunteers, and in-camp. But then when we were about to start, of course, I had always been, part of people that just used to help with a few things, but I was never really like, they never really existed, that body called the planning committee. So as we were making plans for 6.0, the convener just said that, okay, that she wants to introduce something. Because she had always seen me, working and so she just sold the idea to me, okay, so I want to set up a board that will be run by the teenagers themselves, like the youth and the teens themselves. Because most of the volunteers had already started traveling abroad, so they were already reducing the numbers. So if we kept depending on them, we would have no hands to work on things when we come to camp. That was why they introduced the planning committee in 6.0. So from 6.0, I've actually been the president. So I was actually the one that made
the admin.
Yes.
Okay, so that means you've been the one in charge of giving people particular rules that, okay, you are in charge of this, you are in charge of this.
Yes.
Okay, so that means you're trying to say that the media head also,
Yeah, so of course, sometimes the convener's decision can also influence my decision, but then I see the capabilities in the people I want to choose, because I'm the kind of person that loves structure a lot. Even, during the course of this camp, there were a few times where we had issues that things that I already had planned were affected, and it's really like, it's almost swept me off my feet, because I don't like when I have something structured and then it is just scattered. It just becomes scattered. But then I just have to accept that, okay, anything can come up. So I have to think on my feet. So it also means that I just have to like, okay, this person is capable of handling this particular role. That is the reason I placed them there. And as for her, I saw that she had the potential to grow. And I saw that she's someone that just liked remaining in her shell, and I wanted to bring her out of it. And I'm sure that like she said, that she used to be shy, but now I know that she can confidently handle, that situation now. So I think that PTYC has also helped not just myself to grow, but also all members of the community.
That really makes sense. So you've answered my question already. I was about to ask you how you became the president and the process behind that. So now I want to ask you, he's your president. I want you to describe him. Like, how do you think he has been? Like, what do you think his leadership has been like?
Okay. I will not lie.
Don't look at my face, so don't look at my face, so.
I will not lie. Before the planning committee, actually, I did not like him before. The way he used to do, like, he used to annoy me. I would be like, why is this guy always doing like this? Maybe because I have not known him like that. That's why I just have that mentality.
Change your ways, my bro.
But when I entered the planning committee and I was assigned the role of the admin or the secretary, and I started to see him, I started to see who he truly is. Like, he's a true leader. But sometimes it can be, he can be aggressive, he can talk to you sometimes and be like, why is this man talking to me like that? I don't know if to shout at him my own house, so better rest. But then when I start to see it like that, I was like, let me get used to it.
You got to see the reason why it was doing so.
Yes, because if I'm in the same position as he, I would have done worse than that, because I would feel so frustrated. But him, he's trying to calm himself down. Even with the way the whole planning is, nobody's perfect actually, nobody's perfect. But even with the whole planning is, let me say, it's kind of very tender, it's okay. He talks to us normally and tells us that we didn't do this well, we didn't do that well, can you come. All of that, but I've gotten used to it and it's very nice.
So yeah, I don't think she gave you any flowers, I said when she said she was tender.
Well, okay, so according to what she said she didn't actually like me. But I can like, I said that PTYC gave me that room to grow. I myself can say that, I was not always like this, right? There was a point in my life where I was just this kind of rowdy person. I was always everywhere, all of that. Even 6.0 was the first time that I was actually the president of the planning committee. And in that camp, I knew that I was just like an exercising of power. There was no true leadership in it, right? But as I did it the second time,
for me.
As I did it the second time, I did it the third time, I started to grow as a leader. So like I said, this platform also helped me to grow. So I know that, yes, some of the things that I did back then, of course I can't go back to correct them, but I know that I can do better going forward. There's still more room to grow, right? So I know that I can still become a much better leader as I grow. So
yeah, that really makes sense.
Now, I'm not lying. It's me that used to put everything on mostly. It's me. If it's other people that he's talking to, Shebi, Yoruba used to say that you use your right hand and correct somebody and use your left hand to bring person back. But me doesn't bring me back home. You will just lay everything down.
Because I love you.
So, I before I ask you a question, what advice do you think you would give him as a leader?
I would say you should always look at the interest of the planning committee, and even though he's trying to, trying to become very hard on us, at least you should try to look at other sides that maybe we didn't do this well, maybe because of a particular reason and stuff like that. You should be able to cover for us in that area, something like that.
Okay. So yeah, what do you think they knew what do you think they knew better about you, like your planning committee? Do you think maybe they understood where you were coming from better? Do you wish they did something more? And how would I put it? What's just one thing you wish they actually saw in you more? You understand? No, maybe let's forget the fact that they see you, maybe you're aggressive or as regards that, let's leave that one, you understand? You can't change your nature for anybody, you understand? But what is just that one thing that you wish that if they actually knew, they would actually understand you better than they actually do?
Well, I can say that the fact that maybe I was also under pressure maybe puts them under pressure. And yes, in as much as I would want them to know that yes, I'm under much more pressure than I am putting them under. And maybe that's because I'm also like pushing the pressure to them. In as much as I would want them to think about that, I know that there are better ways I could have still gone about it. And that is why for this camp, I made up my mind that I wasn't even going to stress myself with shouting and all of this stress. Because I have the vice president, so he just handled most of that shouting, and I would never say shouting, but like I would call out maybe a department for doing wrong, or call out an individual to come and okay, this is what you're supposed to do, you have not done it wrong, what you're supposed to do, you have not done it wrong, and stuff like that. So I really like took that off my shoulder for this season, and I feel like that's really helped because I'm no longer, of course I'm still under pressure, but I'm no longer bearing the burden of okay, I have to shout. If I don't want to talk, I'll just say I don't have that strength to do this thing. Let me just leave it. But I know that God will just help them to do what they are supposed to do, because everyone already knows what they have to do. I mean, they know the basics of what they have to do. So I decided to trust them this time that okay, if you already have a responsibility that you are supposed to do, you should be able to deliver on it. So I think that was one of the major steps that I took this year. And if you're saying what I wanted them to have known, maybe that I was under pressure. That was why I acted the way I did. That was why I used to act the way I used to act. But now I'm still under pressure, but I believe that I am more matured now.
Okay. So now, how's the relationship with the convener, like the person that made you the president?
Well, she's like a second mom to me. I mean, we are very, very close. She's basically like a second mom to me. Our husband is like a grand mentor. He's a mentor. He's a father. So both of them are like my second parents. I mean, there is no way they will tell me to do something and I will not do it for them. So that's just the relationship between.
Oh, okay. So now for you, now that you understand him better, what way do you think you're now going to help him moving forward?
One thing he has told me is that I shouldn't be waiting for him to come and assign me anything. That at any time, I should come and ask him what needs to be done as the admin or the secretary. So since I've known that, okay, the pressure is most likely on him than us, I will go to him, ask him what needs to be done on time, or things that I need to do, things I need to document, things I need to know, so that the program, pay setters will be okay, to be fine. I will do that. And what again?
That's all. And back to you, Mr. President. Yeah, our focus for today, you are the goat. So we are just going to keep talking. Now, what do you wish you need? I mean, what do you wish the convener knew that you actually needed more? I mean, what do you think you need more that you are going to tell her that, okay, as a president, I need this, maybe manpower, maybe more equipment? What do you think that you are going to tell her that, oh, ma, okay, they give you a blank check, right? What do you want? What are you telling her?
Okay. Now this is like a thought-provoking question. They give me a blank check. Something that thing will be able like to help us in the planning committee. I was saying that. I just feel like that maybe in subsequent camps, if like we already have maybe something that of course I know that she has handed us like a responsibility, but I still feel like there's still the place of I don't know what maybe there's still the place of maybe like there's still the place of no 100% trust yet, because like I mean she's still trying to ensure that we don't like maybe mess up along the way. Of course, unlike the adult volunteers, I know that she could like very, very depend on them. She depends on us quite alright, but I know that maybe she can still adhere to us much more trust. And at the same time, I also feel like we can because one of the things that I was saying when this camp planning started was that there is a level of excellence that I want PTYC to have that I'm not seeing yet. So I believe that with proper structuring, that excellence can be put in play. So if she gives us the room for it, she has already given us the room for it. So we know that with time, that excellence can be achieved. So I think.
So do you mind sharing the idea of what the structure wants to look like? The excellence that you are aiming for?
Okay, the excellence I'm aiming for. Well, as you know, we have already like announced our campsite. So definitely, once the building project is completed, we not own the place to ourselves. So basically, when we are planning for camps, the only thing that we are bothered about is probably food and transportation, which means expenses will be lesser, and we can focus finances on other things as well. So if we can focus finances on other things, it means that we also have more money to work with in the planning committee. So, and also there's our social media page, our publicity out there. I mean, this is our 8th edition, so of course by now a lot of people should know about. I think a lot of teenagers and youth that needs to be saved don't know about us yet. So we need to like increase our reach as well. So that's just part of the thing that I believe that we can achieve for more excellence.
Okay. So this question now goes to the two of you. What was the thought process like when you were coming up with programs for this particular edition? For instance, the O1B night yesterday, it was, according to what Mr. Kid said, he said it was a new idea, that you always had dinner nights, but you decided to bring the life to the native life to it. So for this particular one, how was like the thought process like for you guys? But who was bringing most of the ideas? How were you refining it? How were you? How was it working? You're answering too after I speak.
So, no, like I said, the planning committee was introduced in 6.0. During the course of planning, the convener, told me that she wants us to like have like a special event in camp. So it was 6.0 that we had that dinner nights. The dinner nights, everyone guys were on like talks, ladies were on like gowns and stuff. And we had like the dinner setting. Then 7.0. So because we already had that structure, that system in place, we have to now implement it in the next camp. 7.0, we're now based on, what exactly can we do for this camp? Then I brought about the idea of having an old school event. So during the last camp, we did something. We did an old school where everybody dressed like all these like olden days attires. So for this camp, the convener also met me and I was like, what are we doing for this? Then I went to my people. I said, guys, I need ideas. What can we do for this time? Because I said I didn't really have anything in mind. It was actually my committee members that dropped the idea. So they dropped like our 3 ideas. They were sent to the convener and she chose one out of it. So that was basically how we selected the crux of the event.
Okay, and for you, how was it like?
It was nice. It was okay. During the planning, even with I didn't know what we can do. But when I was not looking like, we've done dinner nights, we've done old school, what can we do? I even said native dinner nights. I was like, it doesn't even make sense. Like something like you can even dress in a cultural attire. Some people even suggested Jersey nights. People suggested, I think, being your best artist and being dressing like your best artist. But when we all came together, we suggested that we just pick a cultural night and O1B night. So people dress in their different attires. Then we can explore the moments and all of that. That's how it came to be happening.
Makes sense. The thought process is actually nice. I'm seriously jealous of you guys. You guys can sing. Unlike all those like us that we can't read well. But the fact that you guys are there, we are happy. So now I want to ask this question. For this like the whole camping stuff, is the only idea for spirituality, food, then the O1B, and then everybody leaves? Is that what the idea is for? Is that what the idea
like the purpose of PTYC?
Yes.
PTYC is much more. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. PTYC is much more than a camp for spiritual activities. It is not a church-owned event. It's a personal-owned camp. Yes, the instruction was given by God, but it is not just for spiritual activities. We have skill acquisitions where people are. Yesterday we had a session about tech. That is like one of skill acquisition. So we have a lot of activities. We have sports events. We have exercises, aerobics, just like we had this morning. We have, of course, we have time to pray. We have time to sing. We have educative activities. We have loads of activities, not just a spiritual centered activity. So as much as we want to help build your spiritual life, we also aim to help build other areas of your life. After this, the next session we're going to be having is going to be a session on finance. Right? So we're not just focused on how to build your spiritual life, because people feel like once you are a Christian, you are serving God, everything will work out. Everything will work. Everything will just be working for your good. But you can't just be serving God and you're not doing anything and expect God to be blessing you. No, God has to bless the work of your hands. So it means you have to be doing something that God can bless. But as much as we are teaching people to be spiritually inclined, we also equipping them with skills that they can monetize. We are also ensuring that they have fun, ensuring that they meet people who think like them, who can build, so that they can get like a fresh circle of people who can help them grow to achieve that purpose which they want to achieve, or which God has told them to achieve. So not just a spiritual related camp, no, it is much more than that.
No. Please. You guys are really doing a really good job. So for our dear admin, what plans do you have, like, left to you? How do you think you are going to make the next one look like? If, let's say, you are the convener, you are the president, you are everything, every decision was left to you, how do you think the next year, the next edition, is it yearly?
Yes.
So how do you think the next year's campaign is going to look like if you have to make all the decisions?
See, I'm not good in being a leader. I've not even learned being a leader, because I'm still grooming myself, training myself. I'm still looking up to like the convener. I'm still looking up to the president, how they do. If I even used to wonder that, I didn't know, they don't used to be shy. Like, they would just come up stage and be talking. You know, I'm not like that. But if I'm left with the decision, unless I groom myself, I know that I will feel.
If it's left to you, nobody's coming instead.
Nobody, even myself, I'll never come. I will run away.
Oh, okay. So don't worry, she's still work in progress. She's still work in progress. So yeah, Mr. President,
yes, sir.
Left to you, how is it going to look like next time?
Okay, if I was the convener,
yeah,
right.
Don't let Mama hear you shout.
Well, if I was the convener of the event, well, I think one of the major things is just that the workload will not become times 3 on me, right? Because at that time, I'm the one that is thinking of the finance, where we get money to maybe pay for food, pay for transportation for campers that are coming, ensure that the campers are getting, the best accommodation there is, ensure that when they get to camp, they have what to eat. I'm brother is now being concerned of what will be the team of camp. And some of these things, for finance aspect, I'm not even like bothered about that. That is like a work that is majorly on the convener. But now I'm going to be focused on not just planning the event, but also financing the event. So the workload is going to be but still, I believe we can make it work. But we would have to maybe like solicit for sponsorship, and we trust that God will raise men that will provide for the event.
Yeah, it's starting with us. We'll spend our billions.
Yes,
in Jesus' name.
We'll spend the billions.
We'll spend the billions, don't worry. So thank you very much. Like I said, I mean your host and praise king, and with me as being our amazing president, but with the name Spec, and our amazing admin, Angel. And our amazing admin, Angel. And we'll catch you in the next one. Stay tuned, and God bless you.
Bye,
and like we said, you are missing out a lot. As I'm not being here, you are really, really missing out a lot. As for me, I'm going for the gold. And make sure that to catch you on the next one. Stay tuned, and God bless you.